we can discuss the convolution of two functions. So, let us consider two functions f of t and g of t. Now, the convolution of two functions f of t and g of t is denoted by f star g of t, and it is defined by the formula integral 0 to t f of t minus u g of u du. Convolution of two functions denoted by f star g of t and is defined by the formula integral from 0 to t f of t minus u g of u du. Now, some properties of convolution. First one, f star g equal to g star f, that means the convolution is commutative. Second one, f star of g plus h equal to f star g plus f star h. Third property, the convolution is associative. F star g star of h equal to f star of g star h. Now, the fourth property, f star of 0 equal to 0 and that is equal to 0 star f. Okay. Now, you can verify these theorems. These are actually theorems. You can verify these theorems using the definition of convolution. Okay, using the definition of convolution, you can verify all these theorems. Now, let us move to theorem, convolution theorem. That is important for you. Now, convolution theorem. This convolution theorem says, if f of t equal to L inverse of f of s and g of t equal to L inverse of g of s, then L inverse of f of s g of s is equal to f star g of t. That is, L of f star g of t is equal to f of s into g of s. Now, this is known as convolution theorem. Convolution theorem. Okay. Now, what is here f of s? F of s means L of f of t, and what is g of s? G of s means L of g of t, the Laplace transform of f of t and the Laplace transform of g of t. Here we are considering the product of Laplace transform, L of f star g of t, that means the convolution, convolution of two functions f star g of t, and here we are considering its Laplace transform, and that is equal to the product of Laplace transform of f and the Laplace transform of g. Now, using this convolution theorem, we can find the inverse Laplace transform of some functions. Now, let us move to that now. So, the first question is, using convolution property, find the inverse Laplace transform of 1 by s into s square plus a square. So, here it is of the form L inverse of f of s into g of s. So, you have to select f of s and g of s. Okay. So, let L inverse of 1 by s into s square plus a square is equal to L inverse of f of s g of s. Okay. So, what is f of s here? So, here you can compare both sides. So, you can take f of s is equal to 1 by s and g of s is equal to 1 by s square plus a square. Actually, f of s means L of f of t. L of f of t is f of s. Okay. So what is its small f of t? We can move to that. So f of t means L of f of t. So what is our f of t now? So f of t is equal to L inverse of 1 by s. So what is L inverse of 1 by s? It is equal to 1. Okay. Now similarly you can calculate g of t also. What is g of t? G of t is equal to L inverse of g of s. And what is L inverse of 1 by s square plus a square? This is related to sine function. So 1 by a sin a t. 1 by a sin a t. Okay. Now we can consider this L inverse of f of s into g of s. Now in the next line, therefore L inverse of f of s into g of s is equal to, by definition it is f star g of t, okay, and by the definition of the convolution of two functions, this is same as integral from 0 to t f of t minus u g of u du. Now here we can substitute the value of f of t minus u and g of u. Actually here we have the value of f of t equal to 1. When f of t equal to 1, what is the value of f of t minus u? Here f of t is a constant function. So f of t minus u is also equal to 1. Okay. Similarly, what is our g of u? G of u is 1 by a sin a u. Now you substitute these values here. So L inverse of f of s into g of s is equal to, actually our question is L inverse of 1 by s into s square plus a square, this one. Now that is equal to integral from 0 to t. Now the value of f of t minus u, 1. Now the value of g of u, 1 by a sin a u du. Okay. So 1 by a is a constant. Now you can take a 1 by a outside the integral sign. So that is equal to 1 by a integral from 0 to t sin a u du. Now you integrate this. So this is 1 by a into, now what is the integral of sine function? Minus cos. So minus cos a u divided by a from 0 to t. So that is equal to 1 by a square into, when you putting the upper limit, here it is minus cos a t. When you putting the lower limit, this is minus cos 0. That means cos 0 is 1. So here you have a plus 1. So the answer is 1 minus cos a t divided by a square. That is the convolution of, that means the inverse Laplace transform of the given function using convolution, application of convolution theorem. Okay. Now let us move to another problem now. Find L inverse of 1 by s square into s minus a. As in the previous case, here also we can proceed. Now you can compare our given question with the L inverse of f of s into g of s. So what is our L inverse of 1 by s square into s minus a is equal to L inverse of f of s into g of s. Okay. So what is f of s here? When comparing both sides, you can take f of s equal to 1 by s square and g of s equal to 1 by s minus a. Now f of s means L of f of t and g of s means L of g of t. So what is f of t? So this implies f of t is L inverse of 1 by s square. Now what is L inverse 1 by s square? T. Now this implies g of t equal to L inverse of 1 by s minus a, and its value is e raised to at. Therefore, we can move to our question now. Therefore, L inverse of 1 by s square into s minus a is equal to L inverse of f of s into g of s. Now by convolution theorem, this is equal to f star g of t. Now what is f star g of t? By the definition of convolution of two functions, this is integral from 0 to t f of t minus u into g of u into du. Now what is f of t here? Here f of t is t. So what is the value of f of t minus u? F of t minus u is t minus u. And what is g of u? G of u is e raised to au. Now you can substitute these two values here, and then you have to integrate. So we can substitute the values here. So that is equal to integral from 0 to t minus u into e raised to au into du. Now you can integrate this partial integration by parts. Okay, integration by parts. So you can take t minus u as the first function into integral of the second function minus integral of derivative of the first function into integral of the second function. Okay, this is from 0 to t, this is from 0 to t. Now when substituting the upper limit here t minus t, so this quantity becomes 0. Okay, so here you have 0 minus, when substituting the lower limit is 0 here, t minus 0, that means t into e raised to at divided by a. So here e raised to at means e raised to a into 0, that means e raised to 0. What is the value of e raised to 0? E raised to 0 is 1. Okay, so here you have only this much, 0 minus t by a, then minus plus, then 1 by a constant, then integral e raised to au, that is e raised to au divided by a from 0 to t. Now that is equal to minus t by a plus 1 by a square into e raised to at minus e raised to 0. E raised to 0 is 1. Okay, so the answer is 1 by a square into e raised to at minus 1. So this is the answer to the given question. Okay, now we can move to another problem now. Third question, find L inverse of 1 by s square plus a square the whole square. So we can write this as, this is same as L inverse of, here we can introduce one s in the numerator and a denominator. So s by s, then s square plus a square the whole square. Actually here we want f of s into g of s model. Now let us write this as f of s, g of s. Now you can choose f of s and g of s. Now you take f of s equal to 1 by s. So what is the corresponding f of t? So the corresponding f of t is 1, and also you can write f of t minus u. F of t minus u also equal to 1. Similarly, what is g of s? G of s is s by s square plus a square the whole square. And what is the corresponding g of t here? The corresponding g of t is t into sin a t divided by 2a. Okay. Now, this is our equation number 1. So, equation number 1 implies 1 become L inverse of 1 by s square plus a square the whole square is equal to, this is f star g of t, and from the definition of convolution, that is integral from 0 to t f of t minus u into g of u into du. Now, you can substitute the value of f of t minus u as 1 and g of u as integral from 0 to t 1 into, then instead of t you have to put u. So, u into sin a u divided by 2a du. Now, that is equal to 1 by 2a is a constant, take it outside, then apply integration by parts to sin u into sin a u du. Now, this is equal to 1 by 2a first function into integral of the second function, minus integral of the derivative of the first function into integral of the second function from 0 to t, here also from 0 to t. Now, that is equal to 1 by 2a, then first you have to put a u equal to t, then here you have a minus t by a cos a t, next you have to put a u equal to 0. So, that becomes 0. Now, the next term plus 1 by a integral cos. What is integral cos? Sin. So, sin a u divided by a from 0 to t. Now, that is equal to 1 by 2a minus t by a cos a t plus 1 by a square, then here you have sin a t, then sin 0 is 0. So, the final answer is 1 by 2a cube into minus a t cos a t plus sin a t. So, this is the required answer. Okay, now thank you all.